Good day, my friends. Today is the day the Lord has made. How many times have you heard that, right? Uh, I'm going to share from Psalm 13. And this is one of my favorite Psalms because in my life, I have wrestled with my mind a lot. I've I've been depressed, you know what I mean? I wouldn't say that I was like struggled with depression, like clinical, whatever people say today, but I would say that I definitely was depressed, but not because there was like a mental or a chemical imbalance in my mind. It was because I didn't believe in God's goodness. I didn't believe in Him. I didn't have faith. I didn't trust Him. I didn't have a relationship with Him. Um, and so when I first turned to the Lord, I didn't have the right understanding of Him, and I had to suffer and reap from my flesh. And but the Lord, I remember when I read this psalm, I clung to this psalm, and it's Psalm 13. I'm just going to cover the first 4 verses. He says, "How long, O Lord, will you forget me? Forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long shall I take counsel in my soul, having sorrow in my heart daily? How long shall my enemy triumph over me? Look on me and answer, O Lord my God. Give light to my eyes, lest I sleep in death, lest my enemies say, I have overcome him, and those that trouble me rejoice when I fall." And I'm actually reading it in King James, but I have it memorized in NIV, so which I like that translation better. That uh, I don't like the NIV translation better, but I like the way it flows better, and it says the same thing. But this is important for us to see David wrestling with God. We need to see that this is how we can speak to God like this, right? We can ask him, "Hey, what's going on? How long are you going to forget me? You know, how long are you going to hide your face from me? How long do I have to keep having sorrow in my heart every day? How long does my enemy have to be exalted over me? Look upon me, answer me, give me light, keep me away from death. Don't let my enemies say that they've prevailed against me and be rejoicing by my fall." You know, we need to be able to speak to the Lord like this, and we can come to him like this when we come to him with our whole heart. You know, when we come to him and we're honest with how we feel, and 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 are able to just express our frustration, our longing for him. Because it's like this, you know, when you know when you have this understanding of who God is and how great he is and how nothing's impossible for him, you have to come to this place where you realize, all right, Lord, why are you allowing this to continue? We should all know that at the snap of the Lord's fingers, he could change our circumstances. And knowing that about him, and knowing that he could change our circumstances, that he holds the answer, that he could make things different, is what keeps us in this position. Like David, like, what are you doing? You know, like, why are you leaving me in this position? But we have to understand that God is allowing this to happen, right? And but it's good for us to question him why he's leaving us in this position, because it's in faith. It shows that we have faith that God is in control of our circumstances and that he is able to change our circumstances. So even this questioning of God, it's of where he's at, what he's doing, why he's allowing these things to happen. It's a good thing. because it's done in the faith that he is the one who controls our circumstances, who controls the outcomes, and the one who could change our circumstances for us and make them better, right? So even if you're wrestling with the Lord and wondering why he's allowed the position you're in, even that's a good thing, because you believe in him. You believe that he is the one allowing that position. And just rejoice in that, and just take heart in the fact that even though you're having to wrestle with the Lord, you're still wrestling even in faith. And that's where our righteousness comes from, that we can keep pressing on in the faith uh, that pushes us towards hope in him. Amen.